Hi all. In this session, let's discuss about immutable class in Java. Yes, I am going to explain what is immutable class, why we need this immutable class, and finally how to make a class as immutable. All these things I am going to explain in this session. So, immutable class means a class, we can say it is a immutable class if the content of the class cannot be changed. It is not modifiable. So once an object is created, we cannot change the contents. So that is called immutable class. Yes, we are having some predefined immutable class in Java, like string class. String is immutable. And all the wrapper classes, integer, long, booleans, all the wrapper classes are immutable class. So why we need this immutable class? Yes, if we'll make the class as immutable, we'll make that class make use of in multi-threaded environment. It will be thread safe. We no need to lock or we no need to put the synchronization and all. So it will be thread safe. So multiple requirements we have where we need a class as immutable. We don't want to change, means no one can change the content of the class. That's why we'll create a user defined class as immutable class. So if a class is immutable class, it is good for catching. Okay. So can we create a immutable user defined immutable class? Yes, we can create. But how to create a class? If you wanted to create, if you wanted to make as immutable, so these are the 4 rules you need to obey. So the first rule is that class itself you will declare as final so that no one can extend the class. And second rule is all the properties you will declare final and private so that no one can directly access it. And don't provide any setters. And the final rule is in your immutable class, if you are using any mutable object reference, so you will make a deep copy. So don't worry, I will make you understand. Okay. So here I have taken a simple example. Let's say we are having a employee class, and in that employee class we are having these are the 3 attributes. One is employee ID, second one is employee name, then third one is address. You see, address is a reference. That means address is a different class of object. Here employee class we are going to make it immutable, but this address class is not immutable. It is a separate class which is mutable. We are having setter getter, and to make it simplicity I have taken only one attribute in the address class. So this address class is behaving a data member in this employee class. So what we want? We want in this employee class, we want to make it immutable. So the first rule I told, we declare this class as final. That is okay. Second rule, all the properties will make it final and private. So let me do final and private. Okay. So here let me add a parameterized constructor using field. Okay. And I will add all the getter method. Let me generate all the getter methods. I want all getters. I will not provide any setters so that no one can set the values. Okay. And what I will do, I will add a toString method. I wanted to print the object values. So generate a toString method. Select all. Okay. So what I told, 3 rules I already obeyed. Okay. And the last rule we'll see. So here, let's see. Here I will take one class called appstart. This is main class. So So here what I will do, I will create an object of employee. I will say employee equal to new employee. So here if you see this employee object, we have three attributes. One is employee ID 1 2 3. Another is employee name. I will give Narendra Sahu. And you see the last parameter is employee address. So here we need to create an address object. Then we will pass that. So I created an address object here. Address add. I will say address equal to new address. Okay. City. I am giving Bangalore. So I will pass this address as here. Now what I will do, I will print this employee object. I will say employee. Let me run this. So this employee object I made immutable. So immutable means no one can change it, right? So you see the employee ID, name and address showing BLR. Now what I will do, this address class, this address can modify, right? Because address class is not immutable. Employee class is immutable. Address, purposefully someone address, he has modified it. What he will do? He will do address dot set city. Here instead of Bangalore, I will put Hyderabad. HOID. So now I will print it. So we see the logic. So we made this. Let me run this. So we made this immutable, this employee class. But this employee class, you see, we are able to, someone is able to edit it. City, it was Bangalore. Now it become changed to Hyderabad, which is not expected. What we want? This employee class content should not change. It will never change. That's called immutable, right? But someone address class is not immutable, right? It is mutable, so anyone can change it. So what is the solution here? This is called fourth rule. What I told, if using a mutable object, here address is a mutable object reference, okay, in immutable class, make deep copy of it. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to make it deep copy. So what is deep copy? Here instead of assigning this, we'll create, what we will do, we'll create an object here. Address, we'll say add1 equal to new address. Okay, so here we will initialize this address dot get city, and instead of copying whatever reference here, we'll copy this. So this is called, we'll initialize this. This is called deep copy. Before we are using shallow copy. So here you see, now if we'll run, no one can change it. If we'll set it, you see BLR. If we'll change it, nothing will be impacted. If we'll change, nothing will be impacted. Anyone can change because address is mutable object, mutable class. So no problem. But for our case, employee always will be immutable. You see Bangalore. So these four rule you need to remember. You need to follow. So the first rule is the class itself you declare final so that no one can extend it. Second rule is you will declare all the properties final and private. And third rule is you will not provide any setter. You see, we have only getters. And fourth rule is if you have any immutable reference, if you have any mutable reference, mutable object reference, then we need to do the deep copy instead of shallow copy. So these are the 4 rules we need to follow. So in this session you got it right. What is mutable class? What is immutable class? Why we need this? How to create it? Thanks for watching this video. If you really get something, if you really got something from this video, please subscribe this channel, like and comment. It will be really motivate me to create more videos for you. Thank you so much.